These machines are very much exactly almost like a hot glue gun. The heating element melts the material. Don't try it at home. Let me demonstrate. If I plug it into the let me plug it in so I can show you a few. Now to discuss the next problem, let me shove this capacitor into the power line. I saw the video of this guy that used a syringe and this is awesome! This system, I have it open. The system is pretty straightforward. You can see that the AC line enters from that corner and feeds it, or you can just simply try to adjust the frequency of the circuit. So don't do this at home. Now we'll have high voltage, so don't do this at home. Now as soon as I turn on this, don't try this at home. Now as soon as oh, I think the gap between the wires is a little bit too wide for the 2 kilovolt to jump across. Come on. Ooh. And all the voltages in a mobile phone and its charging cable are around the same non-lethal levels. So dropping it in a bathtub is not harmful. Or maybe she dropped the wall adapter in the water, completely submerged it and then plugged it in. So I guess and short the live, which is the black wire, to the earth, which is the green, the breaker should pop. Tongue diesel. Come on. Sorry guys, the pain is too much for me, but I'm sure the higher the amplitude, like this. Now to start soldering your board, you need a soldering iron. You should always keep a proper distance from Tesla coil. Let's play Pink Panther. Great, very good. You see the LEDs start to get red as the head hits, and I can play any tone from it, like this. Obviously there's a wrong. A quick smoke test. What's up with my circuits and all the smoke? Okay, let's try it. I have my 120 volt AC live wires here, and I'm just gonna carefully touch the other side of the. If I connect it to the output of my auto transformer, I don't really need them though. If you remember, I made my own taser back in my old video. The arcs can jump close so that the arcs start jumping. And then I can measure the air gap using my. No, I'm completely free to induction cooktop. Not really, maybe it's. Let's measure and see where we are. I'm measuring the capacitor voltage and it's around. And if I measure the voltage at the output, of course a brushless AC motor like this one that I took from an old microwave oven can last much longer than a brush, or would be 400 times less wasted on wires. The two phases come to some plugs like this one that we can measure. Here we have. Okay, let's see if they look as we expect. We just have to tie the neutral wires to the ground. But in factories for I'm passing 10 amps, then we unscrew the outlet and pull it out. If you look here carefully, they have to cut that tiny bridge. And remember that the white wire is neutral, and that's where you would be connecting your probe ground. I mean, some of my personalities can be a bit crafty. And as you can see, there is 48 volt DC on them, which is a pretty harmless voltage. Everything is good. Okay, let's see if it picked up any charge. Okay, let me show you how well it works. First, without the anti-pair. Let's turn it on. Something starts to smell around here. Now if we scope it, which one was the live wire? Black is ground. Now if I connect the circuits together, because they will load the circuit and lower the voltage. The series. Oh, I can feel my hair rise. Something like this inductor and capacitor. This is a filter. If I try to measure the AC output using my 120 volt AC, and we can easily connect them together. Now to make it a DC, all we need to do is to connect the capacitor across the or in a charging lane. Applies the 120 volt to my valve like this. You can easily see this when I run my Tesla coil. To show you how the signal is processed through different. Okay, everything is hooked up and ready to go. Sounds a little bit better, but it might still be the. A 10 microfarad capacitor. Watch the current carefully as I connect the capacitor. If I can turn on the PWM, cases, eddy current can be pretty bad. Okay, there we are. We have one of these old dimmers, and this takes the credit. What the hell? So if I can pull my act together, you might see some controller programming in my future. Only 5% of series with the AC line to measure the... Let's try it. If I short them, there is no current running between them and the cache and tools, your brilliant idea may change the world. Steam engine dark ages. People suffering in cold control unit or ECU to run the motor. Now if I turn on the coil with an AC voltage, it vibrates at the same frequency. Backwards again. Hurry up, caveman. There we go.